everyone. Happy day, whatever it is, and wherever you are. We have a posterior chain themed workout. What is that? Well, it's essentially, if Dee turns around, it's from pretty much from here, her back, her shoulders, all the way down into her tush, hamstrings, calf. So pretty much everything on your backside. So today's workout is going to be 4 exercises for the top half, and then we'll do 4 lower body exercises. As always, we're going to do 8 exercises, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We are going to do 3 unrelenting laps. As always, if you do need a little bit more rest between the laps, you can hit pause, take that breather, and get back at us when you're ready. But that does not, once again, mean you can go and start watching something on Netflix or Prime or whatever you're currently streaming. No more than an extra minute to get yourself together. All right, so we're gonna do a warm up first. I'm just gonna hit the timer here. All right, and what we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna go right into a squat magic. So arms straight, little upper body twist, come back in the middle, deep squat, and then you'll twist to the other side. Remember, chest is up, sitting into your butt. So don't worry about going for speed or anything, just get some nice depth. One more. All right, from here, we're just gonna do a forward lunge. So lunge with your right leg, little twist to the right, come all the way up, and then we're gonna go to the left, and we're gonna do a slight twist to the left, just to open up that lower back as well. Remember, lead foot pushing through the floor to get you back up. One more. All right, we're gonna do 4 quick shuffles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a nice slow controlled hip open on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice controlled hip open. 1, 2, 3, one more time. So one more hip open. One more hip open. Now we're gonna lie down onto our backs. We are gonna do that dynamic lumbar stretch. So Dee and I, we're gonna bring our leg all the way over. Nice stretch. Slowly bring it over.
Oh, Bruce is joining us.
Yes. There we go. See, even Bruce understands the importance of a warm-up. Make sure both shoulders are on the ground. If that opposite shoulder starts getting pulled off, you've gone too far. Your range of motion is both shoulders on the ground. From here, hip thrusters, so heels on the ground. Squeeze or tush. And what we're going to do next is, how much time do I got here? Okay, I got time. We're going to do a little back tuck roll. And you're going to bring your legs wide, reach in the middle, roll, reach, just so you can feel that little bit of a stretch in the hamstrings. All right, we're going to get ourselves up. And just some quick feet, regular. Take them out wide, back to regular. Back to wide, hot Dan, here we go. So
here we go.
We are starting with the upper body exercises, which
Rob is going to do.
This guy will demonstrate.
That's right. Okay, so first exercise is the Superman with the press up combination, highly functional movement. We're gonna be hitting your back, okay, and your chest. So you're starting in prone position, facing down, arms extended. You're gonna pull your elbows down, hands by your chest. You're gonna press up to the top of the push-up position, slowly lower yourself down and repeat. So you're reaching all the way up forward with your arms and then really pulling those elbows down, squeezing the muscles in between the shoulder blades, okay? Hands by the chest, head in line with the spine. You're pressing up, keeping your back neutral, abs tight, glutes engaged, slow control on the way down, okay? You wanna really control that movement. And when you're doing the Supermans, really think about grabbing onto something and pulling it down, okay? So you go from the V to W, okay? Nice, slow control. Doing press-ups on your toes is a challenge. Well, you can do it on your knees. And then we're gonna show you that modification on the second lap, okay? We're doing plank rows next. So now we're gonna do a pull exercise. You're setting up in the top push-up position. Back straight, abs are tight. And we're doing a single arm row. So you're lifting that elbow up towards the sky, really focusing on squeezing the muscles in between the shoulder blades as you do this. Okay, hips are parallel to the ground. So what you're trying to do is to really control how much you're moving your pelvis in the process. The tendency for your body is going to start lifting your hip as you're lifting your arms. You're trying to resist that and really keep your hips parallel to the ground. Okay, glutes engaged. Now, feet wider apart is harder. If you want to make it more challenging, bring your feet closer together. That will challenge your abs more. And if you need to modify, drop your knees down, and you can do this from your knees, but you're still maintaining that nice neutral alignment in your spine. Good, beautiful.
Oh, my word.
Right, Black Widow is next, and you're probably wondering what that is. Okay, so you're lying down on your back with your elbows pressed against the ground. Okay, so you want to have the elbows slightly away from your torso, about 45-degree angle, and then you're going to press the elbows into the ground, really fire up the muscles in between the shoulder blades as you lift the chest up. Okay, so your head stays in line with the spine, trying to make sure you're not pulling up with the chin. You're really actively firing up those muscles right through here, okay, by pressing those elbows super hard into the ground, slow control. So notice how slowly Rob is going with this movement. He's lifting, he's pausing at the top, and he's really slowing down on the way down, trying to resist and fight that gravity a little bit to make this even more effective, okay? Abs stay engaged the entire time, and really focusing on pressing those elbows actively into the ground. Okay, so head stays nice and straight in line with the spine, and we're done. Flying through it. All right, sexy back push-ups are next. Okay, so we're starting in a downward facing dog position. Pike, okay, with the hips up in the air, arms shoulder width apart. Okay, from here you're gonna lower yourself all the way down by bending your elbows, sliding your body down as low to the ground as you can, transitioning into upward facing dog, and then you're going to reverse that movement by shooting your hips back up towards the ceiling. So imagine you're kind of sliding your body underneath the low bar right here, and then you're reversing it back, okay? Now, this is a very challenging and advanced move, so if you start working on it, just on your way back, just shoot your hips back up into a pike instead of sliding and reversing your body out, okay? So that's making it more manageable, so you can work up that strength to the point where then you're able to reverse that movement coming back to that downward facing dog, okay? So notice how Rob's back is nice and straight the entire time. Good. Upper body portion done.
Tagging D in. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing a lunge on the left leg, a lunge on the right leg. Trick going to be is as you come up from your lunge, you're going to lift your back leg up just a tiny bit, just to feel that butt fire off a little bit, and then right back down. So pressing hard with that lead foot in the ground to lift yourself up. Notice that he's got a nice 90-degree angle in the front leg and the back leg. Knee kisses the floor. It doesn't rest. It doesn't come in with strong contact. Just a light touch, and that will ensure not only that your legs are 90 degrees, but you're getting depth in your lunge, really making that front leg work. Other quick little thing you want to remember is notice that Dee's lifting with her heel, and she's not twisting her foot out. So do your best to keep the toes towards the floor, heel towards the ceiling, small little lift. Switch over to the other leg. Woo. So there's always a lot that goes on in an exercise. Just because you think you're just working your left leg in this case, or switching legs, that's all you need to worry about, but that's not the case. Dee's worrying about her abs, keeping her chest nice and high. She's looking forward. She's worrying about that nice 90-degree bend, that tiny lift to fire off the right butt cheek. So this is the problem when you start working out too quickly and you start relying on speed, you stop engaging the muscles you want to engage. So that's why slow is often way more enjoyable, and by enjoyable we mean painful, hence it being more enjoyable, because that's how you get your results. 10 more seconds. Once again, nice control lunge, slow on the way down, nice control on the way up, tiny little lift. It's only an inch or two. That's all you really have to worry about. Okay, so now we're doing our hamstring lifts. We'll start with tier 1. There's 3 tiers of fun that we can do here. We're going to do tier 1, just a regular walkout. So Dee's going to start with her heels right underneath her body. Yeah, and she's going to slowly walk herself out. So this is the beginner phase. and then she's going to walk her heels back. If that is going to be too easy, what you're going to do is the next tier is you are going to walk your legs all the way out. Then you're going to do a leg lift on each leg, nice slow and controlled, driving those elbows into the floor to keep those hips up, and then you're going to walk your feet all the way back up, keeping those hips up. Most advanced version is you are just going to keep your legs out the whole time, and you are going to lift those legs. Slow and control. Same tempo on the way up as the same tempo on the way down. It's going to be nice and fluid. There we go. So you're going to find the version that challenges you the most, and that's what you will be doing. Finally, here we go. We are going to, I might as well just move this here. Need a chair, forgot to say that, so pause, grab yourself a chair. What you're going to do is, you're going to be putting your heels on here, and we're going to be doing little hip thrusts, and you're going to be squeezing your butt. And we do this, so by having our knees out a little bit wider, flared out, it's going to put a little bit more emphasis on your medial glutes, which are tinier muscles on the side of your butt, who are surprisingly crucial to your day-to-day movement. So this is helping to give those that TLC. So Dee is driving her heels into the chair as she squeezes her butt. Notice she has a nice little pause up at the top, slow lower. She's not coming to a complete rest. You want to either stop right before you touch the ground, or just when you start to feel contact with the floor, that's your cue to lift back up again. So that way you're keeping that butt under constant tension. All right, we're going up to the top now. So once again, if you need a little bit longer rest, you may do so, but you're not allowed to watch anything on TV.
No, 1 minute max. Okay, so if you need to pause it, come back in 60 seconds. If you're ready to keep going, we're back to the top, guys. So Superman with the press up. So again, that modified version here is where you're staying on your knees on the press up, okay? But your body stays in a neutral alignment, your abs stay engaged, your glutes are engaged. Okay, nice and strong. So choose a level that works for you well, but either ways, we're going super slow. So you want to match Rob's pace here, okay? Hands palm flat on the ground, pressing up to the top. So think about really pulling your shoulders away from your ears on that press up, so you don't want to shrug it. You want to make sure that you keep your chest nice and open. Beautiful, nice straight alignment with your body. Reach forward, nice long extension up, pull down, and finish it up with the press up. Done and done. Beautiful.
Done and done.
Plank rows. Again, either on your toes or on your knees, choose a version that works for you well. Okay, as long as you can hold on to your form. And 2, 1, here we go. So again, feet wide apart is a little bit more manageable. Okay, if you bring your feet closer together, you're challenging your core more. You notice that it's going to be more challenging to keep that core stable. So if you're looking for a more core challenge, definitely bring your feet closer together. And focus on stabilizing that pelvis so that your hips stay parallel to the ground. Nice, strong lift all the way up, really focusing on engaging those muscles in between the shoulder blades. Pause at the top and really slow it down on the way down. Trying to really fight that gravity a little bit.
Punch gravity in the face with your slow tempo.
You could do that. Nice, and then we have 5 seconds to go. Last couple of reps here. Nice, slow, controlled. All right, Black Widow. So we're turning over onto your back, elbows pressed into the ground, and again, you're gonna think about lifting with the chest. Bruce is loving today's workout. Okay? So again, you're pressing the elbows into the ground, lifting the chest up. You're not pulling with the chin. Okay, so you're really actively engaging those shoulder blades on that lift. Your abs are fired up to do this as well. Nice, slow, controlled exhale, lift, press into the ground, slowly on the way down. I think he wants to help Rob and add some weight into this. I think so.
Bruce is all about the upper body. You see him on his hind legs, he clearly skips leg day.
Nice. All right, guys, 10 more seconds, slow, controlled. We're almost done. Beautiful. Last 5 seconds, couple more reps. Remember, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, okay? Good. All right, sexy back push-ups.
Yay.
And then you're officially down round 2 of upper body, okay? So again, choose your version here that works well for you. Okay, but really trying to work on the depth of that movement. Challenge that range of motion, work on that mobility. That's how we get results. That's how we get stronger. It's through proper form, through progress. You don't want to rush through it. Just take your time, okay? Slow control on the way down. Pause that upward facing dog and then reverse. Shoot those hips up towards the ceiling. Nice long spine. Abs stay engaged the entire time. And we only have 15 seconds left, okay? So you should be able to do maybe 1 or 2 reps at most. If you're doing 3 or 4, you're going way too fast. Nice. Good. Awesome job. 5 seconds to go. See if we can squeeze in 1 more rep, just for good measure. Oh, come on.
Well, we decided about not going fast, and I would have had to go faster.
All right.
All right, so moving on to the legs. Remember the lunge, tiny little leg lift. It's not a big leg lift. Your upper body shouldn't be moving forward to compensate to lift that back leg. Tiny little lift, almost like a pulse. Tiny little lift and lower. Lift. And notice you drop right back into that lunge. All right, so our chest is up. It's really easy when we start doing lunges. Start leaning forward like this. Find a marker on your wall and lock eyes with it the whole time. Just to kind of keep your upper body honest. Also, a small thing that we tend to do is we tend to put our hands on top of our leg to kind of heave ourselves up. Your hand should be on your hip, just like what Dee's doing here. You can have them by your side, kind of crunched in front of you like this, whatever helps keep your body in alignment. All right, moving over to the next side. All right, so try little water breaks if you need them. Wipe off the sweat, get that focus going, and here we go. So it's really making that nice strong contact with the floor with that left foot. So we press, tiny little lift. So this is where you got both legs getting a little bit of work. Go. 20 more seconds. That's it. Nice and control. Bruce is making sure Dee's looking straight up. She's not leaning forward. Seemed to check, so now he's gone off to do God knows what. All right, here we go. Switching around. Now we're going to do those hamstring. So remember, there's the 3 versions. The introductory version is just the heel walks all the way out and walking all the way back. Tier 2 is walk all the way out, straight leg lift, walk your heels back. And what Dee will do, she'll just do the advanced version and just do that version instead. So what you really want to think about doing here, it's crucial that you're driving those elbows and those shoulders into the ground to keep these hips up. You don't want your butt hanging low. You should be constantly fighting to keep those hips up in the air as you squeeze that butt. And nice slow controlled lifts. There we go. With control, nice and fluid. You just don't want to let that leg drop down, or you just don't want to lurch that leg up. It should be a deliberate movement in control by you the whole time. All right, grab your chair. We're going to be doing those butterfly thrusts.
Now, if you don't have a chair, you could totally do this on the ground as well, guys.
Yeah.
Same positioning, same exercise, but your feet are on the ground.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Once again, Dee will use the chair.
Of course I will.
So a nice squeeze at the top and hold, slow lower on the way down. Nice strong squeeze on the way up. Hold, and nice and control. Nice and deliberate. Notice there's no other movement going on, and by that she's not like trying to jerk her hips up. She's not bringing in any other part of her body. It's all isolated in her hips and butt as she presses into the chair with her heels. So 10 more seconds, and then we are done the second lap, moving on to the final lap. In 3, 2, 1. All right.
Glutes on fire.
All right.
Okay. 1 more lap. Okay, so home stretch here again. Take a minute, pause if you need to, grab some water. If not, just keep moving with us. Back to Supermans with the press-ups. Okay, so last lap. This is where you tend to be a little bit more fatigued and tired. your body's gonna start looking for shortcuts. So really pay attention to your form. Slow it down if you need to. Do a modified version if you need to. Listen to your body. You want to work smart, okay? It's always, as Rob always says, we want to hurt you on our terms, not yours.
Exactly.
Good, nice deep breaths. So again, if doing press-ups on your toes at this point becomes too much because you're fatiguing, drop down onto your knees and just keep your body moving one slow rep at a time. Final 10 seconds and then you're getting rid of this exercise. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, time for plank rows. So again, you want to make sure your hands are in line with the shoulders, not in front. Shoulder width. But what you're trying to do is also make sure you're not rotating your wrist. So fingers facing forward, nice strong lift, resist that gravity on the way down, and really focus on stabilizing through your pelvis. Okay, nice parallel alignment of your hips. Nice deep breaths. And I think we should have Rob bring his feet a little closer together to demonstrate a little bit of a harder version. There you go. Nice. So the second you bring your feet closer together, you notice that your abs kick in way more, okay? In order to stabilize. Okay, and 9 seconds to go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done and done. All right, back widow. 2 more upper body exercises, okay? So you should definitely feel your posterior chain by now. Okay, so again, elbows pressing into the ground, just slightly away from your body, shoulders away from your ears, chest is open, and you're pressing those elbows in as you lift the chest up. Nice strong exhale, lift, inhale down. Bruce is being very encouraging. Nice. Deep breaths. Make sure you pause it at the top. Slow it down on the way down. Nice deep breaths. You want to make sure you keep breathing, guys. Don't hold your breath. Oxygen fuels up your muscles. It actually makes them perform for you better. So you want to make sure you get that oxygen in. 15 seconds. Nice. Awesome. 10. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got sexy back push-ups left. And then Rob gets to be done. But we are not, you and I. We've got some more work to do. All right, so here we go. Downward dog or pike position. Bending the elbows, sliding the body nice and low, and then transitioning back into a pike. So again, choose your level. Okay, especially if you're starting to fatigue, do the modified version, but you still want to work on building strength and your form is there, trying to challenge that range of motion and reverse that movement with your hips. Going back out first, nice and low to the ground. Full extension when you're in that upward facing dog, keeping those arms straight. Good, last 8 seconds, nice and strong. Awesome job, guys. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Done.
Whoa. All right.
Your back.
Oh, that's a whole lot of something right now. All right, so final push, last 4 exercises, 4 minutes. You are donezo. Those lunges, tiny little leg lift. Again, with control, really make sure you got that 90-degree bend in your front leg and your back leg. Chest up. Remember, find that marker on the wall, or it could even be a marker on the floor. Just make sure it's like 4 or 5 feet ahead of you, so you're not looking straight down. Just keep that chest up. Almost there. 2, 1. Switch legs. Whew. Shake it out. Get yourself ready. A little sip of water if you so choose. And here we go. So, what you're looking to do here is you get into that lunge, shoulder, hip, knee, nice, relatively in line with each other. That ensures that your chest is up. I know we keep on talking about that, but what you want to think about doing is when you have your chest up and you sink down and you drive that foot through the floor, you're asking your butt to lift your body. If you start leaning too far forward, your body weight goes off and you can start bringing in the knee a little bit too much, and that's why a lot of people can start finding knee discomfort when they do squats or when they do lunges, because you're leaning too far forward, you're shifting your body weight too far forward. So keep those chests up, make that butt work. All right?
Woo! It is
We're gonna do
working.
some
That's for
hamstring.
sure.
So what we're going to do for this is Dee will be getting into the third tier
Uh-huh.
on straight legs, and she's only going to lift one leg, and I'll tell her when to
Oh
switch
God,
to the other leg.
this is
'Cause-
getting more fun.
yeah, there we go. So we're just going to focus. That's right. She's got the therapy dog going.
I do. I need it.
So you at home can be doing this as well, and then when I say switch, that will be your cue to switch to the other leg.
I need all the positive energy, Bruce.
So
Rob
nice
is torturing me here.
and control a little bit on the way down. I can do this because I'm done. All right, and we're going to switch to the other leg now. So other leg, remember, really keep those hips up. A little bit of resistance.
I really don't like Rob right now.
10 seconds to go. Little bit of resistance. All right, and 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Woo!
Here we go.
Thank you.
See?
Now you're nice.
Yeah, nice. Here we go. Last set. 45 seconds. You are done. So finish this nice and strong. All the way up. And now what Dee's going to do, she's going to come all the way up. She's going to come halfway down. She's going to add a half rep at the top, and then come all the way down. So
I
adding
really
that-
don't like him today.
a little bit up, half rep down, all the way up. Oh, it's so delightful. All right, therapy dog is close at hand. So those tiny little half reps. It's that extra little squeeze in the butt. Almost there. And now what Dee's to do, she's going to hold it up. She's just going to pulse it out for 10 seconds. So everyone at home, pulse this out, tiny little pulses.
And you
5,
know what else I'm going to do
4,
today? Most
3,
likely punch Rob in the
2,
face.
1. As long as you engage your
Ooh.
core when you punch
Oh,
myself or anyone.
I'll engage my core. I'll make sure to do that.
All right, so there you go. You're done.
All right, awesome job, guys. So we're gonna give it a quick stretch. We're gonna focus on stretching your posterior chain because this is what we've been working today. Okay, so you can start with the child's recovery pose here. Sit back into your heels, spread your knees slightly wider apart, drop your chest down in between, extend your arms out. Just go for a nice long stretch in the back. Few deep breaths, trying to relax into this stretch. Nice deep inhale with exhale. Come up onto a 4-point position, hands and knees. You're gonna transition into a cat stretch. You're gonna round your back, pull that belly button in, drop your head down. Nice deep breath. And now slowly drop your belly button in towards the ground. Give your back a little bit of an arch. Look up. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, stretching out your core. Okay, and then find a happy medium neutral spine. Come up onto your knees. You're going to take a step forward with your right foot. Okay, you're going to place both hands on the inside of that right leg and turn your chest towards your right knee, rotating at your spine, lifting your right arm towards the sky. Nice long extension. It's a great mobility stretch for your thoracic spine. I know. And I'll bring it down. We're going to transition into a pigeon pose. You're going to cross that right leg in front. Slowly drop your hips down, feeling that stretch in that right glute. So if you want to go deeper into this stretch, feel free to drop your chest down lower, but make sure that stretch is always to the point of tension, never pain. Beautiful. And then come up back to hands and knees and onto kneeling position. Left foot forward. Okay, both hands on the inside of that left foot. Rotate, turn towards your left knee. Extend that left arm up towards the sky. Back to the center into a pigeon pose. Stretching out those glutes. And again, find a level of stretch that works for you best. And then back onto your hands and knees here. Okay, bring your hands closer towards your feet. Shift that weight over onto your feet. Then you're going to slowly roll up. So you're going to start by extending your legs, keeping your upper body nice and relaxed. Okay, arms are hanging down. You're going to roll up one vertebra at a time, starting with your lower back through middle back into your upper back. Nice big shoulder rolls. Awesome job. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Once again, make sure to check out our Instagram account. Comment, share, like, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for the hangout.